Welcome students to the session on story writing. Today we are going to discuss about short story for classes 9 and 10. A story is a fictional work of prose that is shorter in length in comparison to a novel, usually focusing on one plot, one or two characters with one central theme. In fact, short story writing is an art and needs creativity. In fact, it is the oldest of all literary form. You can also write an effective story with a little care and planning. Now let's discuss the features of a good story, students. A story has three parts, that is a beginning, a middle and an end. The transition from one stage to the next should not be abrupt or sudden, but should be smooth, gentle and natural. Background of the story. A good story should have a background setting in which the plot takes place. This background must be set at the very beginning. It is sometimes done by the description of the place or time, etc. The atmosphere must be built up in such a way that the reader may see, hear or feel it. It binds on to the reader. Characters of the story. Before you start writing a story, students, you need to finalize or you need to think upon the number of characters you need to have in the story. Then, who is going to be the main character, main role. Then, the supporting characters. If you want to have some negative characters, that also you need to decide earlier. Before you start writing a story, it is necessary to decide who will be in it. The people in the story are called its characters, which play a major role. Hence, think about the characters you would need in the story, that is their roles and the importance in the story. The character or characters in the story must be active. They should not be boring. They should not look like puppets in the hands of a storyteller or writer. They should be lifelike and believable. Each character must have individuality with some distinctive feature which distinguish one from others. Plot. This is a very important part of the story. The plot is the main part of the story, hence it must be developed with utmost care. The writer must ensure the sequence of the events. It must arouse the interest of the readers. The conflict of the central character is shown in this part of the story. Some twist, suspense and thrill can be given or added to the story to make it a bit complicated and interesting. Parts of the story, as we had discussed, it has three parts, beginning, middle and ending. Let's see what happens in the beginning. How you begin a story is very important. The beginning should catch the attention of the reader and urge him or her to read on. A good beginning performs a dual function. It sets the scene for the action and mood of the readers. Now comes the middle part. The middle part of the story narrates the action. The events should be given strictly in order in which they happened. One event should lead to the other. The transition should be natural and logical. A good story is amusing and interesting. It arouses the curiosity of the reader and binds him or her to the story till the end. You can have two or more paragraphs in this middle part of the story, students. Ending of the story. The story must have a natural and definite ending. It should give a feeling of completion and satisfaction. Now we come down to the three unities, which is very important. A story has a number of events. Some of these events can be grouped together in the paragraph. There should be unity of time, place and action in the events happening narrated in the paragraph. You may also use them to frame an interesting anticlimax and climax of the story. Now coming down to the language of the story, you can use direct speech. You can also have appropriate quantity of direct speech and reported speech. The use of direct speech helps to avoid monotony and boredom. It breathes fresh life into the story. The story can also be written in a narrative form, but for this you need to use past tense for writing such types of stories. But remember, above all, you need to adhere to the word limit which is prescribed. For CBSE, it is 150 to 200 words. And 10 marks are given for story writing. Now, how to start writing a story. Have a clear idea of the plot, anticlimax and climax of the story. Write a story. Plan the whole story, jot down the main points, arrange them in the sequence and in paragraphs. Be clear about the beginning, the middle, the details and the ending of the story. Develop the story evenly. Do not put irrelevant details at any stage. Addition of many picturesque adjectives or adverbs in the story make it more effective. Bring in variety by using different kinds of words and sentences. The sentences may be long or short. You may use different types of sentences like assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, etc. You may also use different voices like active or passive, or different narration, that is direct or indirect. If an outline is given, stick to the incident and their sequence. No point should be left out. Supply the missing links, if any. This is, we are talking about the stories which you have to build up based or on the given cues in the question. Next, we proceed. The conclusion of the story is as important as its beginning. The whole story must be led to the ending naturally. The ending should not be abrupt, but it should be very natural. Nor should it come too much of a surprise. The heading, title of the story should be carefully chosen. The main character, object or incident of the story, or a well-known proverb or a quotation that suits the story may be chosen as the heading of the story. Moral. Most of the stories are didactic. They teach something, that is, they have some moral lesson. Give the moral at the end of the story. It is usually a proverb quotation that sums up the story. Be consistent in the tenses used. Very important, students, don't mix them up. Avoid mixing up the tenses. Remember that most of the outlines are given in the present tense, but stories are written in the past tense, unless stated otherwise. Use simple and idiomatic language. Sentence linkers help in continuity and coherence, but avoid repetition of the same words, especially the word then. Now, let's discuss what are the types of story for examination, that is CBSE purpose. Let's see. For CBSE students, we have three types of story. The first one, you will have to develop the story based on the given outlines or cues in the questions. These are very easy. Any child, any person with a slight practice can develop the story, because we have to build the story on the given guidelines. It is easy, but it curbs slightly on the creativity part. Then second one is by illustrating the moral. A moral will be given to you, a proverb will be given to you, like a friend in need is friend indeed, goodness never goes waste, honesty is the best policy, fruits of hard work are sweet. So on such types of sentences or proverbs or idioms or phrases or morals, you need to build a story. Then the third one is by completing the incomplete stories or sentences. For example, I was going to the market, or I was standing at the bus stop, or I was returning back from school, and then ... will be given, and you need to complete the sentence. You need to build a story. Then let's do the format of the story. We have title of the story, students. It's very, very important, as I've already discussed, and give a very nice, catchy title. Then next we have introductory paragraph, or the beginning of the story we call. Here the writer may introduce the name of the characters, may tell what the story is about. Then we have body, which is the middle part of the story. It is having 2 or more paragraphs. Depending upon the word limit for CBSE, which is 150 to 200 words, we cannot go beyond 2 paragraphs in this. Here you can really build up the story. You can have anticlimax, you can have climax, and then last we have the concluding paragraph, where you can end up the summation of the story. I have already discussed these things in detail. What is the importance of beginning, what's the importance of middle, what's the importance of the ending of the story. So please, you can go through those guidelines once again. Now we come down to the slide in which we have the examples of story writing based on the given outlines and cues. So these are the assignments for you all. I've given you 3 questions on this. You can build up your stories. So develop the given outlines into a story of minimum 150 to 200 words. also assign a suitable title and provide a moral. So usually students do write the story, but they do not give the title. So please remember to give the title of the story. Then we have students examples of completing and let's do examples of story writing based on the given models. As I already discussed, you write a story in minimum 150 to 200 words to illustrate each of the following models. Haste makes waste. One should not give up hope in trouble. Honesty is the best policy, and like so many others I've given to you. So based on this, that means the moral of the story or the gist of the story or the end of the story, you should be able to quote these sentences. This could also become the title of the story. And the third type of the story is examples of completing an incomplete story. So examples you see, I've already given again 4 assignments on this. Tarun decided to write a story, but he could not complete the story as he had lost interest. Complete the story on the basis of the beginning given below in the word limit of 150 to 200 words. Once upon a time, the lion, the king of the forest, was celebrating his birthday. All the animals and birds of the forest were there to participate in the grand function. Second, once a rich lady who lived in a spacious mansion became blind. She called an eye specialist, ... You have to build up a story. So this is how the stories needs to be built up, the 3 types of stories which we have for our syllabus students. And the word limit, as I told you, is 150 to 200 words. Students have been referring to the various test papers and the books by various publishers like Oswald, then MVD, then we have various books are there. So this can be consulted also for practice of more story writing.